repatterned becomes a beacon. It sends out invisible signals to men, to chance, to circumstance. It draws its likeness from afar. The poor call this luck. The wise call it law. You will know it as the inevitable result of mental substitution. Now sleep as a creator sleeps, at peace, at command, at certainty. The poverty pattern fades even as you close your eyes. A new image takes its place, the image of a man who knows he was never poor, only misdirected. His wealth was always waiting in the storehouse of thought, and tonight he has remembered the key. There are two minds within you. One speaks in daylight, deciding, judging, analyzing. The other whispers in darkness, unseen yet mighty. The conscious mind commands, the subconscious executes. When they disagree, chaos follows. When they unite, creation begins. Most men live divided. They speak of wealth but think of limitation. They plan for greatness while feeling unworthy. They pray for opportunity but expect disappointment. Thus, the conscious and subconscious pull in opposite directions, and the ship of destiny circles aimlessly upon the sea of chance. The secret of power is mental agreement. Every invention, every fortune, every miracle was first a union between intention and belief. When what you say aligns with what you feel, the universe rushes to obey. When they quarrel, even the greatest desire remains barren. The conscious mind is captain of the ship, setting the direction. The subconscious is the loyal crew, steering, adjusting, and laboring through unseen waters. If the captain speaks with doubt or confusion, the crew obeys confusion. If he speaks with conviction, the ship moves swiftly toward harbor. You have often issued conflicting orders. You declared, "I will succeed," yet feared failure. You said, "I am rich in potential," yet felt undeserving. The subconscious accepted both, but acted on the stronger emotion, fear. For the subconscious obeys not words, but the vibration behind them. It hears through feeling. If you would align the two minds, you must saturate thought with emotion until belief and desire become one. Feeling is the bridge between intention and manifestation. You may speak 1,000 affirmations without result if the heart remains cold. One sentence felt with faith outweighs all mere repetition. Faith is emotion directed. Doubt is emotion scattered. The difference lies not in strength, but in focus. Channel your feeling as sunlight through a lens, and it becomes power. Let it wander, and it warms nothing. I remember Dr. Frank Gonzalez telling me how he obtained his $1,000,000 dream. He did not beg for it. He aligned for it. For years, he preached sermons on faith, yet secretly doubted that such wealth could be his. One night, weary of contradiction, he declared aloud, "I will get that $1,000,000 within a week." He felt it, not as hope, but as fact. His subconscious accepted the decree and drew to him the exact opportunity, a businessman who financed his vision. When thought and belief became one, the result followed in perfect order. So too with Henry Ford, who refused to accept impossibility. When engineers declared the 8-cylinder motor could not be built, he answered, "Build it anyway." His conscious mind decreed. His subconscious, through the minds of his men, found the means. The universe is the extended body of belief. Every time you give an order to the subconscious, ask yourself, does my feeling agree? If not, do not repeat the order. Sit in silence. Breathe. Recall past victories, moments of gratitude, memories of strength, until your emotion matches your intention. Then speak. The subconscious will hear the harmony and begin its work. The mind responds to rhythm. Therefore, create a nightly ritual of agreement. Before sleep, affirm softly, "My conscious commands, my subconscious completes. They are one in faith, one in purpose, one in success, feel unity as a gentle warmth spreading through you. If a thought of doubt arises, do not fight it. Fighting only strengthens division. Instead, acknowledge it and answer calmly. That was the old pattern. The new law governs now. The subconscious learns through calm repetition, not argument. Belief grows through evidence, and evidence comes from repetition. Each small success strengthens the alliance between the two minds. When you act decisively and results follow, faith expands. Therefore, begin with small decrees you can believe fully. Fulfill them. Then enlarge the vision. Emotion must be trained as carefully as thought. Many fail because their hearts are undisciplined. They swing from enthusiasm to fear, from confidence to despair. The subconscious, confused by these changing vibrations, produces mixed results. Cultivate calm enthusiasm, steady, expectant, unwavering. The great secret of alignment lies in feeling the result as present. Do not think, I will be rich. Think, I am rich in cause, therefore rich in effect. Speak in present tense, for the subconscious lives in the eternal now. The words, I will, postpone. The words, I am, command. Imagine your wealth as a fact, not a wish. See yourself already enjoying its fruits, not in excess, but in peace, usefulness, and service. The mind cannot distinguish between imagined reality and physical experience. Repeated vividly, the image becomes instruction, and the subconscious builds accordingly. If logic rebels, remind yourself that reason governs the known, while faith governs creation. Reason deals with what has been. Faith deals with what shall be. You cannot build the new by obeying the old. Each morning, review your purpose. Each night, reaffirm it in peace. Between the two, act as if it were certain. Every consistent thought and emotion is a thread. Weave them daily into one garment. Soon the subconscious will wear it naturally, and wealth will fit you as if tailored to your soul. There is no mystery in this. You have already proven it in lesser things. When you fear illness, the body responds with fatigue. When you expect joy, the face brightens. The subconscious controls every cell and circumstance according to your dominant vibration. Align that vibration with faith, and life becomes orderly. I once visited a businessman who had lost nearly everything in a market collapse. He smiled calmly and said, "My fortune is not lost. It is only rearranging itself." That was mental alignment. Within a year, new ventures replaced the old, stronger than before. His subconscious obeyed his unbroken faith. When thought and belief unite, they emit a magnetic force that draws opportunity. Men call it luck. It is simply the law of harmony. Birds of a feather flock together. Thoughts of a nature attract their kind. Faith attracts helpers while doubt repels them. If you struggle to believe, practice gratitude. Gratitude is belief expressed. It transforms desire into acknowledgement. When you thank life for riches not yet visible, you declare that you know they exist in unseen form. The subconscious recognizes gratitude as proof of faith and begins immediate action. The subconscious is a mirror, not a critic. It reflects what you show it. If you present confusion, it multiplies confusion. If you show it clear purpose and steady emotion, it multiplies order. Show it the image of success until no trace of contradiction remains. The night is your truest ally in this work. While the world sleeps, your mind listens. The conscious captain is at rest, and the crew awaits command. Speak your orders then. The subconscious accepts them without resistance. Whatever is repeated in that quiet hour becomes decree. Do not contaminate this sacred time with anxiety or complaint. These are counter orders. Instead, close the day with certainty. Say, the law works perfectly through me. My desires are clear, my belief complete. What I have conceived is now taking form. Let the words sink like stones into deep water. You will not see them, but you will feel their ripples. Tomorrow, new thoughts, new ideas, new encounters will rise as natural consequence. You will soon recognize the signs of harmony, decisions made with ease, timing that seems perfect, a quiet sense that life cooperates. These are not miracles. They are the normal results of inner agreement. Do not speak of your aims to those who doubt. Their words may sow contradiction in your mind. Keep your purpose sacred until it is strong enough to stand alone. Carnegie often said, "Great plans require secrecy until they are matured." He was guarding mental harmony. When you catch yourself speaking negatively about money, health, or opportunity, pause. Replace the words instantly. Say, "That is not my truth." The tongue is the pen of the subconscious. Every sentence writes a command. Speak only of abundance, order, and certainty. Remember, this alignment must be practiced daily. The world is filled with opposing vibrations, fear, doubt, criticism that seek entrance. Shield your inner agreement with silence and repetition. A moment of daily alignment is worth hours of scattered effort. Each time you affirm unity of thought and belief, you strengthen the bridge between the two minds. Eventually, they function as one instrument, thought as melody, emotion as harmony. Then creation becomes effortless. You will no longer strive for wealth. You will think it, feel it, and it will appear. Say these words as you drift into rest. My conscious commands, my subconscious completes. They are one in purpose, one in power, one in peace. All I imagine in faith, I experience in form. Repeat until serenity envelops you. This is the truest prayer, not words thrown upward, but conviction directed inward. When you awaken, carry the feeling of completion with you. Let no sight or circumstance shake it. The conscious mind may notice lack, but the subconscious continues to build plenty. Trust the unseen builder. Soon, others will sense in you a rare assurance. They will say, "He always seems certain. He never doubts." They will call you fortunate, but fortune is simply faith made visible. From this point onward, let no word escape your lips that contradicts your purpose. Speak only what you wish multiplied. Think only what you desire fulfilled. Feel only what you would experience when your dream is complete. For when conscious and subconscious agree, even mountains move. Faith ceases to be effort. It becomes nature. You are no longer two minds in conflict, but one power in command. The law has heard your decree, and it will obey with the exactness of mathematics and the tenderness of mercy. Sleep now as the captain of a loyal crew. The orders are given, the direction certain, the voyage begun. The wind of faith fills your sails, and the unseen currents of destiny carry you forward. The night itself is your servant. You have made peace between the minds, and peace is the beginning of power. Thought without emotion is shadow. Emotion without control is storm. Action without purpose is drift. Only when all three move in harmony does man become master. The world admires men of decisive calm because their minds, hearts, and hands act as one. They do not divide themselves. They think clearly, feel deeply, and act immediately. That is the golden relationship of success. Every thought you hold is seed. Every feeling is sunlight. Every action is cultivation. When you think wealth but feel fear, the seed lies in darkness. When you feel faith but fail to act, the sprout withers for lack of soil. But when thought, emotion, and action work together, the harvest cannot fail. The greatest mistake of dreamers is to think without feeling. They repeat words mechanically, hoping that logic alone will move the world. But the subconscious responds not to reason, but to vibration. It hears the melody of feeling, not the grammar of thought. Faith is not a sentence. It is a song. There are those who act feverishly without thought or purpose. They call it ambition, yet it is motion without direction. They exhaust themselves and call it effort. They resemble a man who rows in circles. No progress, only fatigue. Success demands ordered movement. Emotion must serve thought, and thought must command action. When you observe a man who seems lucky in all he does, you are witnessing harmony among these three powers. His thought gives form, his feeling gives force, and his action gives life. Each obeys the other without argument. He has discovered rhythm. I learned this law from experience. For years, I filled my mind with great ideas but failed to move my hands. I excused myself with study, planning, and perfection. But the law rewards not intention alone. It rewards movement born of faith. The moment I acted upon my belief, success began to answer, timidly at first, then with thunder. Action clarifies thought. You need not see the entire path to begin. Faith reveals the next step, and emotion supplies courage to take it. The subconscious demands evidence of belief, and action is that evidence. When you act upon your desire, you tell the deeper mind, "This is my truth." It believes you and supplies all else. Emotion is electricity to the machinery of thought. Without it, ideas remain inert. Controlled emotion, directed toward purpose, turns dreams into power. But uncontrolled passion burns its own circuit. You must harness feeling as one harnesses fire, to warm, to create, to move, not to destroy. Lincoln's greatness lay not in absence of emotion, but in mastery of it. Sorrow, doubt, and pressure would have crushed a lesser man. Yet he turned each emotion into fuel for patience and decision. Edison, too, transformed frustration into curiosity. Each failure, instead of discouragement, became energy for the next trial. These men did not suppress emotion, they converted it. You may do the same. When anger arises, transmute it into determination. When fear appears, channel it into preparation. When sadness visits, let it deepen your faith. Every emotion is raw power. Discipline alone determines its direction. Faith in action is the bridge from idea to reality. The man who believes but never acts is like the farmer who studies seeds but never plants them. Yet action without inner conviction is wasted labor. The secret is to act as if. That phrase holds great magic. Act as if the goal were already secure, and you summon the corresponding strength. When Ford envisioned his automobile for the multitude, he did not wait for perfect knowledge. He began. His first models failed. Ridicule surrounded him. Yet each act was guided by the inner certainty of success. That emotion made persistence possible. Emotion gives action endurance. Train yourself each morning to feel your desire is fulfilled. Sit quietly, see it accomplished, and let gratitude rise as if it were already yours. Then act in harmony with that feeling. This is not pretense, it is alignment. The subconscious will recognize your actions as proof of belief and rearrange events to match. There is a rhythm in all creation, conception, emotion, execution. Every inventor, every artist, every leader obeys this order. The idea conceived in silence becomes charged with feeling, then expressed in action. To reverse the sequence is to invite confusion. Therefore, think first, feel next, act last, and repeat until mastery becomes habit. When emotion and action are governed by thought, you walk in peace. Others will marvel at your composure. They will sense that you move from inner order, not outer pressure. They will call you confident. but it is more, it is congruence, the alignment of the inner and outer man. There is a power in calm enthusiasm. It is not loud, yet it conquers noise. It does not tremble, yet it shakes mountains. When your thought, feeling, and action vibrate together, the world bends toward you. People feel safer in your presence. Opportunities approach. Obstacles yield. Nature itself recognizes harmony and obeys it. Do not fear moments of weakness. Even the greatest engines need rest. When confusion or discouragement visits, return to stillness. Reconnect thought with emotion. Ask, what am I feeling? Does it serve my purpose? If not, replace it gently. A single minute of realignment is worth hours of blind effort. Many complain, I act, but nothing changes. Their action is infected with doubt. They work from fear, not faith. The emotion behind effort determines its yield. A day's labor done joyfully accomplishes more than a week's toil in anxiety. You must learn the sacred art of emotional charge. Choose one thought each night and feel it as if burning into your soul. Let it glow behind your eyes until sleep overtakes you. The subconscious will use that charged idea as material for creation. Action seals belief. When you act, you fix thought in matter. A single small deed performed in faith, writing the plan, making the call, beginning the work, tells the subconscious the command is serious. It mobilizes unseen forces to complete it. Your outer world mirrors the ratio between your thought, emotion, and action. If your results are small, examine which of the three is misaligned. Too much thought and too little feeling produces hesitation. Too much emotion and no direction produces chaos. Too much action and no vision produces exhaustion. Balance restores progress. Imagine your mind as a workshop, your heart as the furnace, and your hands as the craftsman. The idea is the design, the emotion is the heat, and the action is the shaping tool. Without the furnace, the metal remains cold. Without the design, the craftsman wastes effort. But united, they produce art. You must therefore train feeling as deliberately as thought. Begin each day with a chosen emotional state, gratitude, confidence, or calm faith. Hold it as one holds posture. Speak, move, and work from that vibration. Emotion is contagious. The world will reflect it. You will notice how people respond differently. They will offer assistance, share ideas, and follow your lead. They are responding to the silent broadcast of your balanced mind. You no longer beg the world. You command it through harmony. Let every action, no matter how small, carry the signature of excellence. Do it as though the universe itself were watching, for indeed it is. The spirit of perfect attention transforms labor into art. The subconscious learns from your standard. If you perform even simple tasks with precision, it infers that wealth, too, must come in ordered abundance. Emotion must be renewed daily. Enthusiasm fades when neglected. Feed it with purpose and gratitude. Think of your aim not as distant, but as already unfolding. Feel its certainty, and the subconscious will supply new energy. Fatigue is often not of the body, but of misaligned purpose. To keep harmony among the three forces, review them each night. Have I thought clearly today? Have I felt nobly? Have I acted faithfully? Wherever disharmony appears, plan its correction before rest. Then sleep with the image of balance restored. The subconscious will adjust overnight, like a craftsman finishing the unseen details. I have witnessed men rise from obscurity by mastering this triad. A salesman once told me he was transformed when he learned to feel sincere joy in serving clients instead of fear of rejection. His sales doubled in weeks. Emotion had changed the nature of action. Edison's genius was not in superior intellect, but in persistent emotional curiosity. He loved failure because it taught him something. That emotion turned defeat into discovery. He aligned thinking, feeling, and doing into a single current of creative power. Do not wait for perfect mood to act. Mood follows motion. Begin the task, and enthusiasm will ignite. Emotion, like a fire, kindles through friction. The act of beginning attracts inspiration. In every era, the masters of destiny have moved with measured enthusiasm, calm yet fervent, confident yet humble, certain yet adaptable. They understand that emotion is servant, not tyrant. When they speak, their words carry weight. When they act, events arrange themselves in obedience. Say to yourself before rest, my thoughts are clear, my feelings certain, my actions decisive. The three are one law of power. I think with purpose, feel with faith, and act with conviction. Repeat until serenity fills you. Feel as though your mind, heart, and body hum in the same rhythm. This harmony is the true wealth. From it flows every outer fortune. As you continue this practice, you will notice a strange ease entering your life. Tasks that once seemed heavy will become light. Ideas will come at perfect moments. Coincidences will multiply. This is not chance. It is the universe answering harmony with harmony. Others will sense this rhythm. They will say, he does not hurry, yet he never fails. They will feel in your presence the peace of order, the magnetism of alignment. For when a man's thought, emotion, and action move together, the very air around him becomes charged with purpose. Sleep now, certain that tomorrow your thoughts will be strong, your feelings steadfast, your actions swift. The golden relationship is established. You have learned to direct the trinity of creation. You will awaken as a man whose inner orchestra plays the symphony of success. Expectation is the quiet sculptor of reality. What you continually expect, you create. It is the unseen hand-guiding circumstance, shaping opportunity and summoning events to match the rhythm of your belief. The man who expects defeat prepares unconsciously for it. The man who expects wealth clears the path for its arrival. Most men pray for success while secretly expecting failure. Their lips speak faith, but their hearts whisper fear. The subconscious obeys the heart, not the tongue. It hears vibration, not vocabulary. Therefore, you must train yourself to expect abundance as naturally as you breathe, until wealth becomes your native atmosphere. Expectation is faith matured. Desire is the spark. Faith is the flame. Expectation is the steady fire that warms the whole house of life. The man who expects knows. He no longer hopes, nor pleads, nor wonders. He lives in assurance. He does not question whether wealth will come. He decides that it must. I have watched this law perform miracles. I recall one man, a machinist of ordinary means, who attended my lectures with fiery eyes. He declared that he would become an industrial leader within 10 years. He did not boast. He expected. He walked, spoke, and planned as one already successful. The world merely conformed to his inner certainty. Expectation alters the tone of your mind. It changes posture, voice, and expression. People respond to it instinctively, as ships respond to a magnetic current. It is not arrogance, but harmony with law. The man who expects success stands straighter, listens better, and acts quicker. Life entrusts its treasures to him because he appears ready to receive. Expectation is the bridge between faith and manifestation. Faith believes unseen. Expectation lives as if the unseen were already seen. Faith prays. Expectation rejoices. Faith asks. Expectation thanks. The subconscious treats gratitude as proof of possession and hastens to make it fact. Many speak of faith yet continue to plan for disappointment. They say, I know I shall succeed, while quietly arranging a place to fall. Such contradiction divides the mind. The subconscious, receiving mixed instructions, stands idle. It cannot move when the captain gives both forward and reverse orders. The secret is to assume completion, speak, act, and think from the end.